there, wig lover, it's Heather from CysterWigs.com, and today I'm bringing you a color spotlight as well as a very nice spotlight on a very beautiful Henry Margu wig. I feel like I need to be the champion for these Henry Margu advanced cap wigs. They have the Naturally Yours and the Naturally Yours Professional lines. If you're afraid of Henry Margu wigs, just know straight up that their open capped wigs have a lot of permatease, and they're kind of hit or miss with me too. You know, like I'm not here to try to, you know, say I love all Henry Margu wigs universally, because that's not the case. There's some that are kind of like eh with me as well. But these Naturally Yours wigs are fabulous. They are fabulous. And I hope in the course of this review that I can kind of persuade you into keeping an open mind about these, because they're beautiful. And Ava is an excellent example of this. Ava is just luscious. Now, I did do one thing with this wig that I normally don't do. When she came out of the box initially, she was all like boomf because she was curled. So all those curls were like up in here, and so the wig was actually settling right around here. I felt that that wouldn't be a very good representation of how this wig actually wears in real life. So I put it, took it out of the box, set it on a mannequin head for about 2 days and did nothing to it. I just let the curls kind of naturally settle and relax like they would if you wore them. And then all I did was take a long-handled wide-tooth comb and sort of comb out the ends just a little bit to break up the curls so it wouldn't look quite so wiggy. And it looks fabulous now. So that is all I did to this wig, and it looks pretty much exactly like the manufacturer photo, which to me is always a huge plus in a wig. This is going to a client, so I feel like by doing this I made it instantly wearable out of the box. But if you buy one of these and you see that the curls are all like boom up in here, don't worry about it. Just set it on a head form for a day or so. Let the curls settle and magic happens. So let's talk about this color, shall we? This is 4H, which, just like the first time I reviewed this color indoors, it makes me want to sing the 4H theme song from the 80s, For America. Yeah, I'm a hopeless dork, I'm so sorry. But now that we're outside and the sun is shining on this hair, you can see that what looked like almost a black color indoors is actually a highly dynamic, warm, dark brown. It's beautiful on. This particular color, especially in bright light, you can tell that it has that sort of almost like a golden chestnutty brown mixed in with that super dark number 4. So it's not a static color, it's highly dynamic, and it's beautiful. Let's talk some specs, shall we? This wig has a 100% hand-tied monofilament top, which I'll show you when I take it off. It also has a 100% hand-tied lace front, but this isn't just any old lace front. Oh no. The lace front on Ava is one of those magical unicorns of the lace front community. It goes from the bottom of the ear tab all the way to the bottom of the other ear tab. Right? That's pretty magical. Now you can tell that the lace material is made to blend in with the scalp. This is a medical grade wig made for mainly a medical community. And so because of that, you know, they're assuming that perhaps you have profound hair loss and you don't have intact sideburns like I do here. And that's the only reason why you see that contrast. So this is a great feature for people who have alopecia universalis or who have profound hair loss even on their sideburns. If you don't, there are a few things that you can do to remedy this, especially in a dark wig like this. You have a few more options. You can take a dark marker to this lace and not cut it at all. Just darken it out so that way it's not so jarring. You can trim it so that way that white part comes right off. Or you can shave your sideburns and then let the wig provide the sideburns for you, because you can see even on someone with a big head like me, it gives you pretty decent coverage here on both of the sides, which is pretty fabulous. You can also tell that even though this wig has a curly texture, it moves relatively well as the wind blows. That is awesome for a wig, particularly this dense, because it's got a lot of hair to it, which is awesome as far as I'm concerned. I love it when my monofilament tops have a lot of hair in them. Another thing you might notice, especially if you're a fan of like John Renault wigs, is that a monotop in a wig like this is gonna have way more hair sewn into it. So if you're one of those people that has like a pet peeve with the Jon Renau monotops and you think that they're a little sparse sometimes, you're not gonna have that problem with these Henry Margu monotops. They're very well done. And I like I said, I'm gonna be a champion for them because I feel like they're kind of like the unsung heroes of the wig community. It's always kind of amazing to me which wigs sell best in brick and mortar stores compared to those that sell best online. And you'll find that the ones that sell best in retail stores aren't the same ones that sell the best online. The ones that sell the fastest online are the ones that have the most clever marketing. Tend to be lowest prices, clever marketing, flashy pictures, oversaturation of the images, that sort of thing. I mean, just look at the Ellen Villa thing. The quality is good, but it's not, there's a lot to be said for the quality of the marketing and public perception. And I think that one too many people bought the open cap Henry Margu wigs and were like, ugh, this isn't, ugh, you know, and they weren't really thrilled with them. And then they just kind of assumed that all the higher end ones were gonna be that way too. And it is so not the case. These higher end Margu wigs are amazing. They're gorgeous. So let me go ahead and show you the rest of the specs on Ava. This is a 5-ounce wig, which given exactly how much hair you're getting and how long it is, that seems about right to me. It's 20 inches overall, so almost a boob hugger. I think in a couple more, well, you know what? I'm gonna say it's a boob hugger. It's right there on the girls. The front is 11.5 inches, so very long. That first layer hits right here below the chin, which to me is fabulous because I have a very soft jaw and it just kind of carves that out a little bit. The crown down is about 11.5 inches. The sides are 11.5 towards the back here, so they're the same as the back layer of the crown. But in the front, they're longer. They're 14.25 inches. So you can see they're actually longer than this front layer. And the back of the nape is 15.5 inches, which is why it's so long in the back. Do my little turn on the catwalk, so that way you can see Ava in all her glory. Make sure the whole wig's getting in the picture. I love swishing this hair because it's got that bouncy texture to it, but it moves really well, which is nice considering how much hair there is. Like, I just want to whip my hair back and forth all day. It's very cool. So as you can see, this wig is highly layered, has lots of curls, is very long. I wouldn't consider this necessarily an ultra long. I consider that, you know, 22 inches and longer basically. But this is very nice length, and the front is gorgeous on this. I just think it's very flattering. Henry Margu also has beautiful colors, especially if you like highly saturated, highly dynamic colors. They don't have any static colors at all. So you can tell even in this dark brown, this 4H, that it has multi-tones to it. So it's very nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and take Ava off now so I can show you this awesome cap construction that I keep raving about. So here is that lace front. It is not temple to temple, it is base of the ear tab to base of the other ear tab. And speaking of ear tabs, these ear tabs have polyurethane medical applicators here. So you can either add adhesive to the wig in those locations, which is probably best if you have shaved sideburns or no hair there at all, or you can just let them be. As you can see, there is some space here for you to be able to trim the lace on the sides if you like. The thing about the ear tabs that I really love is that it has a little piece of metal in there that makes them kind of stiff. I actually really like that because it makes that ear tab stay flat up against your head all day long, which will help feel more secure. It'll help the wig kind of stay in place, and it just, I don't know, to me I like it when I can feel the ear tabs and I know that the wig's not going anywhere. Here's that monotop. This is not a double monofilament though, so it is a little tiny bit scratchy, but that's really the only downside to this entire cap. The lace front is rather generous, and you can see up here at the seam that the seam is actually a little bit farther up, which is great because that means that when you part it, you're not going to get such a noticeable line, which has been a complaint with some manufacturers. We do have an extended nape here, which is very nice. The back of the cap is relatively stretchy, the perimeter not so much, but you do get these really nice Velcro adjusters, and if it becomes problematic, you can cut this adjuster off here at the ear tab base and just kind of let it stretch, because it gives you a lot more room if you do that. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend this for large cap wearers, but if you're right on the cusp like me, you can definitely get away with this. And my circumference, for the record, is 23.5 inches around, but the back of my head is not particularly bulky, so if you need extra space up here, Ava's not going to give it to you, just so you know. So I'm going to go ahead and put Ava back on, but only after I show you some of these curls up front. You can see how it's moving. Very beautiful movement on this wig. The Margu fibers are a little thick, and they're a little heavy, but to me they don't feel that much thicker or heavier than, say, like a Renee of Paris or Noriko fiber. I will say that they're a little shiny, just like those other two brands I just mentioned, but that's very easy to tame with just a little bit of dry shampoo. In fact, the Brunette's only formula of Batiste that I carry would look beautiful on this and wouldn't take away at all from the dynamicism of that particular color. So I'm going to go ahead and put Ava back on for you. Which goes on pretty darn easily. Got the adjusters let all the way out. Got that up there near my hairline. Now I'm going to zoom in to show you the lace front. It's a very nice thick lace front. So if you're the kind of person that does not like it when the lace fronts are sparse like they are with the Jon Renau line, this one gives you a very thick lace front. And then there's a closer look at that beautiful monofilament top. You can part it any direction you want. I'm just going to leave it where it's parted though, since this one's going out to a client. I love this wig. I think it's gorgeous. I really do. I really love Ava. I think that she's beautiful on, has beautiful length, has beautiful motion, lots of body, and the cap construction, so much thumbs up. So thank you for watching. Definitely keep an open mind about these very high quality Henry Margu hand-tied wigs. They're fabulous. They have two different lines. Like I mentioned before, they have the Naturally Yours line. We actually list these separate from the regular Henry Margu wigs. We do that on purpose on our website because we think that the quality difference is substantial enough to differentiate them from the rest of the Henry Margu collection. So if you're looking on our website, they're listed under Naturally Yours and Naturally Yours Professional, and you can find those on the drop down when you search by brand. Naturally Yours Professional is completely 100% hand-tied, and their hand-tied wigs are fabulous. And this one is part of the Naturally Yours collection, which means it has a monofilament top and a lace front, though not all of them have those features. Make sure you check out the individual specs for the individual wigs so you kind of know which ones come with those features and which ones don't. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great afternoon. Check out my web store if you get a chance, www.cysterwigs.com. Again, my name is Heather, and thanks for watching.